interesting to see. I mean, our report is about women on boards, but actually it's a much bigger story than that, because actually getting more women on the board into executive roles is much more than just a story about women. What we've found in our past studies on looking at who these women are, it is very interesting to look at their backgrounds. Social class is very difficult to identify directly, but a good indicator is kind of where they were educated, and many more of the women directors, funnily enough, have come from state sector, come from a much bigger variety of schools than we see with male directors, who often you have this, you know, you have quite a cachet of them coming from Oxbridge. That's not the case for women. So there are many more nationalities amongst the women and greater ethnicity. I'm not saying that it's great, but I'm saying it's much better, wider representation from social class, from ethnic groups, from different countries than we see with their males. So there does seem to be evidence that where you diversify for gender, you do diversify on the other fronts. Now, that's not to say that that's sufficient. I sit on the Parker Review, we have to have a concerted effort, particularly at getting more black men and women taken seriously by organisations. I think also on the flexible working front, we know by tradition from looking at all the research that it is tended to be, F is for flexibility and F is for females, it's mainly females. That's all changing, and COVID has really disrupted that, so that many more men are now happy to work flexibly. So I think that this is really, all these things are really going to help, I think, change the landscape of organisations.